foam for insulation for the sound booth?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as
Yeah.
I took everything out of this room, it got so echoey. Do I sound echoey? Yeah, I do. In my ears, I can hear it. Pretty rough. But yeah, it's just a big blank room right now, and I don't know exactly what to do.
Yeah, it sort of looks like you're in like a prison,
Yeah, it feels
Like a
like
prison library.
like a Yugoslavian prison.
uh-huh.
You got to learn Muay Thai to survive.
Yeah, it feels like it. Feels like it sometimes. I'll get it nice. I'll get it looking nice. The only thing I want to get is a webcam. It's on my list.
A webcam? I thought you have a webcam.
Well, one directed at his feet.
It's just my that's right. A second one.
The second one. Yeah.
No, I'm just using the onboard, my laptop one.
I actually have a second webcam that I'm not using, a 1080p one.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to get and put it on a ceiling mount or something and get it up here. So I can have my laptop here in front of me, but now I have to use the video.
Yeah.
Or use two cameras at the same time.
So you could do a camera change, like. Yeah. Camera one.
Yeah. No, so I could have a second screen that sometimes when me and Henry are doing comics.
Yeah.
I like to have a comic cam set up. And I've done it a couple times with
I watched the video.
Using my phone, but it's not too complicated.
Stop. No. Stop it.
If I had it all set up just for that purpose and ready to go, it would be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
So that's my goal. I don't know. Paint this wall. I don't know what to do with this wall behind me.
Arugula. Sound booth.
Paint it white.
Yeah, but just get like bubble wrap and then put like duct tape it together. Bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, all crappy. It'll look more like a fucking murder room.
Murder room.
All I need is a pile of heavy duty black garbage bags.
Yeah. Some gloves and a rope and some rubber tubing.
Yes. Oh no, that'd be bad.
Hey, stop. Fucking cats, dude. They're fighting behind my computer. You probably see my screen shaking.
I hear the sound.
I don't see anything shake though.
Low rumbling sound.
Give it a second.
Wow. Meow. Cat daddy.
Yeah.
You want to get this show on the road?
I think that's a great idea.
Fucking Yogi.
Do you want to get into our makeshift car and go traveling with a bunch of bears?
Hey, zoo guy. Fucking watch out. All right, there's going to be this bear. He's in his fucking hat.
He's got a hat.
You just got to watch out. And the zoo guy is like, oh, don't worry, sir. I got all kinds of bear protection. And the guy's like, no. This fucking bear is going to try to scam you. And sure enough, like.
We're talking about a bear here, aren't we?
This bear is going to try a fucking 3-card Monty.
Stop.
Is he like. He's not Scooby. Is Yogi black?
No.
Are you sure? Boo is.
Positive. Oh. He's a take on Art Carney, homeboy.
Oh, okay.
Carney is not black.
Gotcha. Well, maybe blackface at some point.
What?
That's possible.
I put my headphones on to hear you guys talking about blackface.
Do you think Art Carney ever went blackface?
We got a lot of Yogi coming up.
We do?
It's a lot of Yogi coming up.
Oh, how did that happen?
I'm not even trying to. I'm not joking. There's a
Oh.
lot. It's too much. It's too much Yogi. By the end of this, one of us will be cussing about how much Yogi is going to be coming up.
Yeah, by the end of this hour, for
Yeah,
sure.
probably about the end of this hour. Yeah.
I was cursing before we started. Ugh.
Fucking bear. He's going to scam you, especially if you have food.
I really want to try to get through this stuff. You know what we have coming up? Transformers.
Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah. That's only one
damn
of the
it.
few times that's going to come up now, right? Right? Transformers didn't make it out of the 80s, did they? Right?
Can we make it a rule to only cover an IP 3 times?
No,
Please.
We just had the return of Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Another way.
We hit the
That's what they
return
call
of
him in Russia.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus.
Let's do this shit.
okay. Yeah, let's. Ready to go now. I feel all out of sorts in this room, actually. You guys.
You look discombobulated.
It's throwing me off. Yeah.
I wish you had a handwritten sign behind you that said Frank Welker 1 hour with like backwards R's and
It's
stuff.
ours. Do it now. I know you got crayons around there. I know you have crayons.
You better believe it. Let me just go look on the ground or in my couch or
Your couch, yeah.
uh,
Cheetos and ground up crayons.
probably in the refrigerator. You know, I'll find a couple of crayons.
You'll probably step on a few Legos on the way and
Let me
go,
check.
"Ah."
Oh!
Up my ass. That's the dandelion colored.
Found one in my butt crack.
The only place to put your dandelions.
That's life with kids. You know, you find a lot of stuff in your butt crack that you didn't think was there, and you don't know how it got there.
Is that what Yogi at the end? Because I didn't watch the ending. I'm gonna be real with you. I couldn't stand up. Like I couldn't put up with more than 45 minutes of this shit. Does Yogi say that at the end about those 3 little bears?
45 minutes.
You'd be
Wow.
surprised how much you find up your back. Up your butt crack.
Yeah.
I watched it like
That's how much
look.
it's costing you?
Nobody's commented on this shine. Look at that shine right there. You think that does itself? So
Oh,
that's what I was watching Yogi and polishing
I
up for you
thought-
guys.
I thought it was some sort of filter on your camera that was giving you a
So,
godlike
it's
appearance.
all me, baby.
Over. You've been putting your head in the ball-o-matic again.
No.
No, sir. It's like the ball shine.
Oh, Henry. You gotta watch Simpsons.
Oh man, I really want that lobster harmonica. Holy shit. I love that. Okay. All right, guys. All right.
The Frank Welker Wonder Hour. Come on.
I've been talking to the doc.
Come on.
My name's Frank, sound effects man.
Mama.
We can never hold him.
Come on.
Space cruiser fuel. I'm ready for departure.
I am programmed to play games.
Come on.
Renegade.
Come on.
My name's Frank. 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 My name's Frank.
Right. Coming back at it.
Hey, Ozzy.
Frank Welker one. I've been thinking of a new song, maybe, you know.
Oh, like
Was
the
that it?
song about fishing.
Workshopping it, all right? I'm workshopping it.
It's a
Fish
Frank.
are
It's
my
a Frank.
favorite dish.
A
Frank Welker Wonder Hour. Frank.
little jingle, a little jazzy jingle that we could sing or something.
Yeah, we should be singing on the intro.
We should be. I know.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we'll fix that. Oh, we're sorry, audience. We'll erect that situation immediately. I'm, all the people that are watching and asking.
It's the song that nobody wanted.
This is a song that doesn't end.
Oh no, not again.
Oh no. And my kids discovered that song, and it really is never ending when they started.
So you
It's
staring
almost like
into
it's come
the
full
darkness.
circle.
I hold I hold out so long with my patience.
Yeah.
I think I've got great patience, and I have to exercise it all the time. But this song comes to a point where I'm like, shut up! Stop it! It's done! It ended now! It ends when you shut your mouth. That's when it ends.
Quiet for 50 minutes, then you hear the song start over.
No, you'd hear.
It's your wife humming it.
They're like, I'm not opening my mouth. Like, I made you too clever. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's my fault. Wild stuff.
So
And sometimes I use my kids as barometers for like how these shows that we cover play for like a young audience of today generation. None of them really fly too well, honestly. Like seriously, like none of them.
tell you, I got news for you, dude. They don't fly too well with our generation either. These are boring as fuck.
Who has nostalgia for this kind of stuff? I guess people. I guess so. You know, with Hanna-Barbera, like I appreciate like what they were more than their output. Does that make any sense?
And I think that's the way that people felt in the 80s about Hanna-Barbera. Because
Really?
at that point, it's still nostalgia, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, at that point, it was ramping up based on nostalgia. You're right, Henry, for sure. And we're seeing a little bit of that.
We're not seeing a clock ticking up.
Every hour. Yeah. No, we're not. We're not. We need to do that because that is imperative to the show. Otherwise, we would go on and on and on until we just like passed out or something. And it's in the title of the name. You know, so since it's there, we have to abide by the title, right?
Yes.
I don't know
This
what
is the podcast that never ends.
Right. It's on and stuff. No, this is Frank Welker Wonder Hour. Thank you for joining us. This is the podcast where we talk about all kinds of stuff, but we base it on Frank Welker's career, so to speak.
My name's Ozzy.
That's right, and I'm Henry.
And I'm Frank Frelker.
Frank Frelk.
I'm
And,
Frank Frelker.
So what we decided to do is cover every single entry on Frank Welker's IMDb page
I fucking hate you guys.
and go through every single one.
It's not always kicking and
bit,
screaming.
or sometimes a lot of it. It depends on what we're feeling or what we come up with about each title. And we started with the earliest entry. We're working our way chronologically up to today.
98 hours.
Entering 98 hours.
Middle of the
Jones.
80s. Yes, that's right. This is the 98th hour of our ongoing conversation. Oh, boy. We're crazy. We're crazy. And we need more people to acknowledge it. People? Where are you at?
If I had spent 98 hours at school, I could get a degree in something.
You'd be like a surgeon or something.
Yeah, I'd
Like
be a surgeon.
Diploma.
98
Yeah.
hours for sure. Right. I'm sure.
Clown college, at least.
Oh, like police
98
academy?
hours. 98
Uh,
That's probably like 3 months of college. Couldn't get shit. Oh man, but anyway, yeah. Frank Welker Wonder Hour. We do set an hour alarm to go off once we start talking. Set an hour alarm, and once it goes off, we cut it till the next time. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that started officially if Time Master Henry is ready.
Would stop eating.
that's never going to happen. That's my thing. I'm like Robert Downey Jr. on the set of Avengers.
Yeah, don't even ask him that anymore.
No. Starting now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, the officiant, if you would just go ahead and kind of fill us in on what we did last time.
Last week, we talked about that big hunk of shit, The Trouble with Spies, 1987,
Here, let me tell you.
Uh,
which brings us to
Hour
real winner.
2 of
More disappointment.
Hour 2 of shit watch. 1987, Yogi's Great Escape. Welker voices Bopper, Real Ghost, and Yapper.
Popper, Real Ghost, Yapper. Man, yeah, just like last week when I was thinking like, oh, cool, like a spy comedy movie with Donald Sutherland. What could go wrong? This sounds great, you know. I have not learned not to set myself up, you know.
So this week, were you going, oh, great, Yogi Bear. I love Yogi Bear.
Not necessarily.
Okay,
not necessarily.
because
However, I was thinking that I was going to get a movie length story out of this and a movie length story structure out of this.
yeah.
And I was disappointed to learn that that's not at all what I was going to get.
I know why too, though. You ready
Yeah.
Why
to
is
hear it?
that?
Because this was shown in 15-minute segments on something like Bozo or
you
other
sure?
things. Yeah.
Oh,
A
A
way.
lot of like the nostalgia stuff from Hanna-Barbera were in 15-minute segments, and they were like the Yogi and Huckleberry Hound hour or something, and then they were perfect segments like the Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoons to be in things like up in the north,
Mm.
Bozo the Clown. Well, I don't know what you guys had in the West Coast.
Oh, I want to tell you guys a little story.
We had Homie the Clown. You don't play that, is what I remember.
Ozzy sent the link to this on archive.org. And I clicked it and I downloaded it. I said, oh, it's a pretty big download for a cartoon.
Uh-oh.
Put it on my flash drive, stuck it in my TV, started watching, and then saw the time at the bottom.
It says
93 minutes of Yogi Bear.
it says it's a movie.
I
Okay.
didn't see that. I just saw Yogi Bear and I was like, I'll download it.
And I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And most children's animated movies are like 80. A cool 80 minutes.
88.
80's too much.
But yeah. Well, it's not, if you're watching a good movie with a well put together story that clips along,
Yeah, this wasn't Braveheart. I mean,
Like
this, you get through Disney's Aladdin like real quick and no problem and breezy,
Yeah.
But this one is not a movie. I mean, it's the length of a movie. Story structure is not a movie. It's short vignettes strung together by them traveling in their little put together junk car.
Yeah.
Where nothing of the new scene has anything to do with the old scene at all. Not at all. There was so much unnecessary stuff in here that didn't lead to anything or have any kind of payoff at all. It was so frustrating to watch.
There is an overarching story, though.
Okay. Here's the overarching story. The state says that they have to close Jellystone Park because they're over budget.
Yeah.
And they got to move Yogi Bear to the zoo, the San Diego Zoo, I think specifically. And Yogi Bear decides, I don't want to go live at the zoo, so let's get out of here. And they escape, and then they got to go find Yogi and get him back. And that's it.
Yeah.
The kids were just kind of wedged in there to put.
Not only were the kids wedged in there, but those 3 little baby bears were just there. They had nothing to do.
That's what I was talking about.
They could have been there or not, and it wouldn't have changed the plot whatsoever. And apparently, from what I've read, they don't really show up in like any Yogi stuff after that. Like they don't get used.
They weren't as toyetic.
I don't know if it's a toyetic thing. I mean, Yogi Bear has been around since probably before that term was coined.
Yeah,
very much so. It's a very old cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yogi Bear is like one of the OGs for real. Did you know that Yogi Bear premiered as a supporting character to Huckleberry Hound?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so it was the Huckleberry Hound show, and that was in '58, and that kicked off sort of like Hanna-Barbera's popularity, really.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, fucking the Huckleberry Hound show was like. I wish I had written some of this stuff down, but I never do that. I don't know how to spell. Never read. Yeah,
Still working on that, huh?
But I think Huckleberry Hound show like was the first animated show to get like a Emmy or nominated for an Emmy or something like that. Like it was a big fucking deal. Actually, it helped legitimize cartoons as like a daily syndicated thing in the first.
Oh, okay.
And Yogi Bear was a side character in the Huckleberry Hound show, and he became so popular that year that they spun him off into his own series. It went from there.
1958.
Yeah, for real. He was the first breakout character in animated television. Period.
Wow.
Which is pretty wild. Well, I mean, animated television in the 50s was in its infancy, so.
Right. And you've got the same 5 voice actors doing everything, like Messick and
Dawes Butler.
They were great, actually.
Christopher Walken.
Fucking Dawes Butler and Don Messick are fantastic. I love those guys. However, that Yogi voice was really starting to get to me after the first like half an hour or something.
Did
you make it to the song?
I couldn't listen to him do this anymore. I just it was just like, this is too much. Stop it. You know.
So you're saying that 93 minutes of Yogi Bear was too much, right?
Oh my God. I got through the whole thing. However, it was like I was watching it like on my phone while I was like cooking and doing dishes and stuff.
I don't know about you, Henry, but I did a lot of scrubbing towards the later part of the movie, like 30 seconds at a time.
Well, the problem with that is that because they jump from scene to scene and situation to situation so quickly, I could see that doing that would get you incredibly lost in what's going on.
Yeah, it did.
How the hell did they get to this carnival? And really the answer is like, I don't know. It just happened next.
That was the next storyboard. That's all they told us.
Yeah, that was the next background that they painted or whatever. But holy shit.
I just kept going forward until I got to the part with the ghost because that's the only part I wanted to see.
You know what? That's the best part of the movie is the Wally Gator scene where they're in like, you know, the bayou or something like that on a riverboat on a. That was the best part.
Yeah,
Does it remind you of your favorite show, Scooby-Doo?
It does remind me of my absolutely favorite show, Scooby-Doo.
That's right.
That's right, Ozzy. And I can't wait till we get to another Scooby-Doo show. I'm chomping at the bit to do that again.
Oh, Matt, calm down.
Hopefully we get to do some more Transformers.
Oh, don't you worry, pretty eyes.
Jabberjaw.
Don't you worry.
Thank you.
Plenty of transies coming up. I call them trannies.
Sorry.
What? For short.
What do you call Transformers?
Trannies.
Okay.
The Transformers fans, right? There's Trekkies.
That's what we
Star
are.
Warsies.
You might want to check the wording on that before you start telling other people that's what you call them.
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
I will do a quick Google search on that.
Trannies. Oh.
Take your safe search off.
Oh, I see. No, I'm on board.
Transformies. So
girls that once were guys.
Well, we're almost to 100 hours, so I'm sure it's a good time to get canceled.
We're loopy as fuck. That's the problem.
We're all sick of the shit.
Not as good a time as any.
I think I have a pretty good, solid understanding of it. Get it? Oh man. Anyway, Yogi Bear. Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot when I gave you that fucking story arc of the movie or whatever you want to call it. But also at the beginning, when they wake up from hibernation, there's inexplicably a basket that they think is a picnic basket, but really it's got 3 little bear cubs inside, and they are orphaned, and that's the end of their story. And for some reason,
that never really went anywhere, did it?
didn't go anywhere. They
They never tell you who Anonymous is? Remember there was a letter?
No, there was.
Anonymous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was a letter.
So, and one of these bears, by the way, I don't remember which one, is voiced by Frank Welker. Which one is it?
The one that's the black stereotype.
Let me see.
For some reason, this isn't playing. That's weird.
Oh, that is weird.
It just stops.
Slap it around a couple times.
The internet is going down. No.
It's only a matter of time.
I know. Once this all goes away and they pull the rug out from under us, doomed.
Yeah. So, I really tried to watch this. I really did.
Let me see. Bopper.
Let's see.
Bopper is one of the little 3 bears.
Yeah.
Oh, so he did.
Is he the one though with the flat top?
He's the one with the flat top.
That talks like Froggy from Little Rascals.
He's the urban one.
That one.
That's really weird. Every time I go to share it, it stops playing.
It is weird. YouTube figured it out, maybe.
Yeah.
They figured it out.
Oh, there it goes. This is the song. I love this song.
Fish is
My favorite dish. My favorite fish.
It's one of those talk songs, talk singing.
Yeah.
Whenever I get hungry, I want a fish. Just, man.
What you call rap? Hip hop.
Yeah, I heard Yogi Bear's releasing a diss track against Drake.
Secret daughter. Oh, Jay.
It's Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. I don't know why this keeps freezing. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Weird. That really doesn't.
Bullshit. Anyways, such a bullshit.
It's total
They
bullshit.
catch a lot of.
I just wanted a story out of this, and it didn't deliver a story more than you would get in, like the short 7-minute episodes or whatever. And Henry, are you sure that this aired in syndications such as, G.I. Joe, Rise, Serpentor, Rise, how that aired as actually a part of the they put it together and they said, oh, this is actually a movie. Are you sure that happened?
I gathered that because of the entry in IMDb. Usually it'll say TV series and TV movies. It differentiates. And this one said TV movie.
Yeah, well, it did air in syndication, but as a movie, it aired. I'm not sure that they cut it up. Maybe they did at some point. But this was actually part of Hanna-Barbera push that they did to make films out of their cartoon characters. It was called the Hanna-Barbera Superstars 10 series.
The Hanna-Barbera Final Solution.
Oh, no.
Look, guys, you got to write. These guys are used to 7-minute bits. You got to write a movie that's at least 180 minutes.
Sir, that's impossible.
It's impossible. We need to see what we're working here.
No one can handle that much Yogi all at the same time. Look how crazy. Superstars 10 is a series of 10 syndicated made-for-television animated films produced by Hanna-Barbera Productions as part of the fantastic world of Hanna-Barbera.
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Fantastic. So, and this was the first one of the 10 films. This was what they kicked it off with. And from what I've read, actually, it's a lot of fans' least favorite one. So it gets better from here.
We'll find out. We're going to find out.
Well, I do know that what's coming up next is the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, which I used to watch that when I was a kid so fucking much. I had it on tape or something, and I watched it all the time. And I'm really interested. It's been a long, long time, and I'm really interested to find out what I remember about that. But I remember loving the Flintstones meets the Jetsons when I was a kid.
I'm starting to think I didn't have a childhood.
Uh-oh.
Because I
Yeah.
don't remember ever watching any of this stuff. Like,
Wow.
Oh,
like I never looked forward to any cartoons.
Wow.
yeah.
That sucks. I don't know what to tell
Parents are very cruel. Very cruel.
you. Thanks.
And maybe that's why I was having such a hard time getting through these things. It's like I don't have that nostalgia.
Yeah,
There were
maybe.
some of these that I really liked because of the nostalgia factor, and that was it.
But Yogi Bear just seems such an old IP already to be like trying to
Yeah.
debut it in the 80s
Even
as
in
a
the
movie.
80s.
It seems like an uphill battle.
Well, before that, they had, it was a minute between the last Yogi thing, also. Let me see his shows. There was. Live action educational films. Jesus Christ. Know that Yogi Bear made educational films for like earthquake safety in California and like
Hey, soldiers, wrap it up. You don't want to get the drip. Let me tell you about communists.
Loose lips sink ships. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I can't find the
Boo Boo, come and rub my balls.
What the fuck, Henry?
Fucking Boo Boo. What the hell else is Boo Boo there for?
yeah, no.
They're totally doing it.
But I think the last show was like the new Yogi Bear show, and that was in like the mid 70s or something.
Mm.
And between then and now, there was just like repeats here and there. Could be wrong. Hey, did you also know that Yogi Berra, the famous baseball player,
Yeah, what's the
A
connection?
manager.
he sued Hanna-Barbera for defamation?
Wow.
Really?
Black stereotype. And then he's like,
Do they sound alike or anything?
Henry, why do you keep thinking that?
What did Henry say?
the black stereotype. That's why there's
Yogi
defamation.
Bear?
Yogi
He's-
Bear, yeah. I don't know who this art carnival is, but
God damn it. Butler is doing Art Carney, who's like the fucking sidekick, the neighbor on the Honeymooners.
That's where I know the voice from.
He's even wearing the same kind of hat like Yogi Bear wears, that Art Carney wears on that show.
Now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat.
Hey, Ralph, what do you think about being a bus driver? Oh, like, I don't fucking know. I never watched the fucking Honeymooners, and I never will.
no.
Yeah, Yogi Berra sued him and lost, I think, because Hanna-Barbera was like, no, we didn't base the name on you. It's a total coincidence.
There was that time that Yogi Berra attacked all those people at their picnics at the park and ate their food.
And stole their picnic baskets. Yeah, that's right.
If a bear had done that many times, the park ranger would have shot it in the fucking head.
Euthanized immediately. That actually makes me think, like, what's the relationship between Yogi Bear and Jellystone Park? Is Yogi Bear, like, work for Jellystone Park as an animal or something? And, like, if they have to shut down the park, why do they need to remove the animals? Like, they're fucked.
I know.
They live.
What's the
It's
park
crazy.
ranger's name? I can never remember.
Ranger Smith.
Ranger Smith.
Yeah, I always want to say Sean or something. But
He's like, yeah, I got to go tell Yogi. It's going to be hard for him to take. I'm going to go bring him a pie.
yeah, what the hell?
And then Yogi steals the pie and he goes, God damn you, Yogi. And it's like, well, you were going to give him the pie anyways, you fucking weirdo.
So,
Why
yeah,
are you talking to bears?
I'm talking to bears. Watch out for this one bear. He's gonna fucking scam you. Hey, 3-card Monty.
Are you talking
Hey,
about
hey,
a
hey.
bear?
Let me tell you about cryptocurrency.
And Yeah, even the president gets involved at some point. Well, that's how they wrap it up at the very end, by the way. It's chase, 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 chase through the whole movie. And at the end of it, they end up in New York City in a hot air balloon. And their hot air balloon gets stuck on the spire of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
And that's the last, like, kind of set piece, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And at that point, they're like, man, we got to end this movie. And they're like, I don't know, have a helicopter fly in with the president on the phone. And the president tells Yogi, like, hey, you know what? I decided to open the park again. You could go home. Credits. And that's how it ends.
I missed that part. I must have scrubbed over that part.
It happened in like 20 seconds, Matt. So it's easy. You could have done that.
I gave up in the last 5 minutes and I went and had dinner.
Okay. Yeah, that's why you didn't see it. Because that's how it wraps up.
Yeah, right, Yogi. I'm gonna open back up the pack.
No, it was Reagan.
JFK.
It was Reagan at the time.
Reagan.
We're
All right now, Yogi. I'm getting my knob slob.
balls deep in the
God
Reagan.
damn you, Henry. Henry keeps talking about slopping on bear knobs.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to ignore it.
I think he's drunk. right now.
I'm pretty sure I have a mute button for Henry. Let me just
Please, thank you.
done. Anyway, Matt, how are you doing?
I'm so good.
Good. Yeah, nice now.
It's so peaceful now.
I know it's
Having
great.
these rude comments about getting
Oh,
bear
ball-
blowjobs.
Ball sucking and stuff like that. Okay, I'll unmute him. Oh boy.
Guys, the red rocket alone on a bear.
Oh my god.
Okay, back to mute. There we go. Done. Holy shit. So
Let's just keep him on mute until we get past 100 episodes.
we need to ask him a question.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
Like, Henry, do you remember Yogi Bear? Yes or no? And then mute.
And then mute, yeah.
He said yes.
Did they have
Said yes.
Reagan on as the president? Like, did they have a Reagan, or is it just president guy?
It's just you just hear Yogi's side of the conversation while he's on the phone. But also, Yogi is a complete bootlicker.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you're the best president that we've ever had, Mr. President. Blah, blah, blah. And he's just like sucking presidential cock.
People are
Did you see
saying
on
it's
the,
the best president ever.
Yeah.
There's a modern resurgence of Yogi Bear now. What's Jellystone is the name of the show on Max,
Yeah.
where they have like the modern, and the hat it was a really big thing. His hat, they turned it red.
Wow.
Oh,
Interesting.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you guys.
That's a real shakeup.
I'm saying that's a MAGA.
Yeah, that Jellystone show looks very bizarre. I just mean like the animation style. That's what I mean.
Wait, is there an actual show called Jellystone?
It's called Jellystone, and it involves
Oh,
like
Max.
all the Hanna-Barbera characters from Days of Yore.
Jabberjaw.
Yeah, Jabberjaw shows up. Quick
But
Draw.
it's in that like very like Cartoon Network was trying to do with their daytime kids like Cartoon Network branded shows.
It's like what they did, it's like what they did with Mickey
Powerpuff Girls.
Mouse recently.
The what? Thundercats?
No, it's like Mickey Mouse recently.
Oh, the Mickey Mouse recent stuff. Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that. The animation is very like exaggerated and big, very big, and I don't know.
Very
It,
bold lines.
it almost looks like fucking like John Kricfaluski did it or something like that.
You just made up that name right now, didn't you?
Oh, by the way, John Kay did do a Yogi thing for his early 2000s Flash animation web series.
Isn't John K that creep you were telling me about?
For
Oh,
the
from
Ren and Stimpy,
Ren
Yeah.
and Stimpy. Yeah.
Pumpko, and stuff like that. Yeah, John Kay. Yeah, I guess this was even before like the Me Too movement. John Kay was getting all kinds of heat for like sexually harassing like young interns and grooming people and stuff like that. That's what I heard. I don't know if I don't think he ever got like convicted, or I don't think he ever went to court or anything like that. There were just like some rumors and stories flying around.
Enough to get him blacklisted.
Yeah, well, I think he also got himself blacklisted because he's a fucking monster to work with.
Oh.
Yeah, people just stop working with you at a certain point.
He got kicked out of his own show, Ren and Stimpy, back in the 90s. After the second season or something. He was
Oh, and that's like prime and MTV animation period.
he was gone completely, and like
It's-
Bob Camp was doing it.
It's
Yeah.
called the DB Sweeney effect.
TV Sweeney. Oh man, what happened to that guy?
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
He was in the cutting edge and then a few shows, and then he's disappeared.
Did you guys know that they made a video game based on Yogi's Great Escape?
Oh, really? On the Atari
What?
and Nintendo?
You wouldn't- Well, that's why we wouldn't really know it, because it never really came out on any North American systems. It was like an Amstrad and Commodore 64 and or that kind of stuff. Oh, it's ZX Spectrum or whatever.
It's Z Spectrum. Yeah.
It's released in East Germany before the wall fell.
Yes, correct. Oh man.
And that was Yogi's Great Escape. Thanks, Ozzy.
I don't know what else to say about it. Oh, I guess the good parts are when the other Hanna-Barbera characters show up. Like he encounters
The crocodile.
Wally Gator.
Dramagora, Wally Gator.
Oh, that's
Who
right.
What's his name shows up? Fuck.
Huckleberry.
No, the Pink Panther. That's not called Pink Panther. Snagglepuss.
Oh, Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss, yeah.
I'm Snagglepuss already. Like that guy.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Stage love.
He's right. Yeah, that guy. Oh, by the way, Matt, I know you've been looking at that DC Flintstones comic.
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't it though?
So good. I'm so glad I started reading it.
Also, one that I haven't read yet, but I really want to, is Snagglepuss.
No, thanks you.
It's supposed to be so good. Is it Tom King, Henry? Am I right
I
about
think it is
that?
Tom King. Yeah.
I think it is. It's Tom King. I'm almost positive. And it's all about Snagglepuss being like a homosexual washed up theater actor and like dealing with
Really?
Yes.
It's Mark Russell. It's not Tom King. It's Mark Russell. That's why it's good.
Fantastic.
Exit stage
That's the
left.
same guy, right?
Same guy that wrote the Flintstones. Yep. Is it called Exit Stage Left?
Exit stage left. Yeah.
It's supposed to be great, and I really want to get my hands on it and check it out, by the way.
McCarthyism.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll have to find it, but yeah, I would imagine that if you love the Flintstones, then that will also be good.
Yeah, it's really surprising. It sort of threw me for a loop how much it hit home with all the stuff that they're going through and all that materialism and religion and
classism.
Surprisingly deep.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ends with one of the better arguments for religion that I've ever heard.
Okay, I haven't finished it yet, so I'm almost at the end, but
The pastor that keeps trying to keep his
changing
church
it,
changing it and making it more, to the
we have the
populace.
invisible God.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh man. But he gives a cool monologue towards the end where he just sort of says you know what, you just have to read it.
Yeah.
Like
I'll finish it up
here's
tomorrow.
why people need religion, and it's very convincing. Anyway, speaking of religion,
1987, The Nativity. Welker voices Roman soldier.
okay. Oh man. So this is part of a series that we've encountered already. Called
Yes.
Greatest Stories Ever. Is that what it's
Greatest
called?
Bible story, some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Oh man.
Henry, did you watch this?
No.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna mute
I
Henry.
skipped it and watched the Little Clowns of Happy Town.
Sweet. Okay, good. Matt, did you watch this?
I did watch it. I finished right before we started.
And what happened? Oh, by the way, can you give us a synopsis and tell us what Frank Welker played? Did he play Roman guard number 2 or something like that.
The three protagonists find themselves in Judea, where first they journey to Jerusalem, where they hear of the coming of Jesus Christ. Then they travel to Bethlehem to witness the nativity themselves.
Oh, cool.
Welker voices Roman soldier. That's all it says.
Roman soldier. That's what it was last time in the what did we cover last time? The
Well, I think what happened was
Pit story.
it was before it was referencing this exact episode, but for some reason it's listed twice because I never heard him on the other one.
I never really caught it either. I was
Yeah.
listening for that first one, and I was like, I wasted my time.
Yeah, IMDb's weird. Helen Hunt's in this,
And Vincent Price.
and Vincent Price plays King Herod.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've
Jeffrey
seen
Tambor.
Helen Hunt pop up from time to time. Oh, Jeffrey Tambor, yeah. Oh, Scott Grimes as well.
Scott Grimes, yeah.
Terry McGovern, who's like Launchpad and stuff. Alan Oppenheimer. There's a lot of like.
The inventor of the atomic bomb.
Yes, very good, Henry.
Nice. Cillian Murphy.
And that movie did not jive with me, by the way.
Oh, why? Was it the nudity? Wait, are we talking about the nativity?
Yes, the nudity and the nativity.
Yeah, no, that's the part I like.
Look at the animation on this, man.
It's not bad.
It's
pretty
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't spare any expense. Was this produced by an
This is
evangelical group?
Hanna-Barbera as well, I think, isn't it?
No, really?
Almost positive this is a Hanna-Barbera.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
Who
Yeah.
produced it?
Oh, I don't know. Marvel.
gotta-
Oh, probably. You know,
Uh,
I'm not sure actually. Let's see if we can find out.
Don
Anyway,
Lusk.
The story.
So,
This is the
yeah.
story of Jesus, right?
Hanna-Barbera Productions doesn't say anything else.
Yeah.
I have a feeling there was some evangelical funding behind it, though.
Yeah, Andrea Romano though, she's still casting for anything that's animated right now.
She's fucking all over the place.
Since the '80s, she's
Around this time, yeah, she was kind of just getting started in the '80s, I think. I don't know
Did-
where she started exactly.
Did you guys watch any of these Bible story things when you were kids? Animated stuff?
No, I remember seeing them,
Okay.
but no, I didn't watch them. I saw like the box art.
If I was made to in Sunday school, I would before I decided to leave the church when I was about 11.
You figured it out.
When I figured out that it was all bullshit. You don't have to be much older than 11.
So you're taking 14% of their checks?
It's called
give it to
tithing, Henry. You
Yeah.
You blasphemous.
Oh
piece
man,
of
I
shit.
was freaking out all day yesterday about the arm of that saint, one of Jesus's homies. This preserved arm had traveled to the United States for the first time. The Catholic Church had
Yeah.
let people touch it
Whoa.
for like 10
What were you
seconds.
What were you freaked out about?
That it's a fucking human bone that they tour around like it's a
That people want to touch.
Yeah, it's
people
called a
wanna touch.
reliquary.
wow.
There's lots of weirder ones, dude. They have foreskins and jars and shit, like little like
Whoa.
things with gold all over it, and it's just like a little like snaggle of skin.
They're holy things.
Holy
or-
foreskins. Yeah. Look up reliquaries and look up foreskin.
Can we just turn this off and just do that for a
Can we
little
do that? Yeah, can we just
I honestly don't want to talk.
I kind of don't want that search history on there, but I'm a maybe. I don't
I'm pretty sure we've got another one of these to look forward to later.
awesome. David and Goliath.
Well,
It's the
you
only other
did.
Bible
So
story.
the first time we came across this, you skipped it because you said it would be coming
We'll
up
get to
later.
it later.
Now you want to skip it again.
I will get to it later.
That's Helen Hunt and Vincent Price is Joseph, I'm assuming.
Vincent Price is King Herod.
Joseph.
Joseph. Jesus, Joseph and Mary.
Yes. We
Yeah.
we cannot get you pregnant.
Oh man. Let's see.
Look, this dude's sand walking.
Oh yeah, they don't want to get the
You don't
sandworms.
want to, yeah, sandworms. No.
Oh yeah, they're
The Bible took a lot out of Dune, man. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Everything that
Bible ripped off so much stuff, actually.
Like King James is a huge Herbert fan,
but like strictly Herbert, not his son.
but yeah, he dropped off when it got to all of Brian Herbert's stuff. It was just it went off the rails.
Kevin J. Anderson bullshit.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
book
wait.
was just like a Star Wars novel, except you just took out the Enterprise and then put in like random house name Carino.
Oh,
I like.
but in all truthfulness, the Bible is incredibly filled with plagiarism.
Yes.
Like that's what it's built on is plagiarism of other religions, where the Romans decided, like, nah, we're going to plagiarize and erase history.
Well, that's how you get rid of cults.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's how you get rid of all the heathens, right?
Yeah.
All
I thought
this-
it was weird when Jesus went to the desert and
use their left hand to write, and they are
became
evil.
part worm.
Where are we doing fucking power?
He gave his body over to the worms,
The Sandtron!
and he became God Emperor of Earth.
God, for 5,000 years until he chose to die for the golden path.
Did they do any other stories? Is there any other stories they could have covered, Ozzy, for this show? Any good stories?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Matt.
Give us some examples, please.
I'm glad you asked. Let's see.
Oh, what's something that's perfect for kids?
Let's see.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, it's weird that Cain's wife even existed. You know, Adam and Eve were the first people on Earth. They had Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Cain gets jealous of Abel because God favored him and kills Abel.
Yeah.
Cain gets banished by God into the wilderness. And he meets a woman and starts a family. And she's just there. It's kind of weird.
Don't try to correct the inconsistency there.
Called faith.
Uh,
Faith.
Samson, fighting the Philistines, once lit 300 foxes' tails on fire and sent them into the farm fields to burn all the food.
That's some anime shit right there.
Glory be to God.
Crazy as Oh, Lordy. Samson also pranked a city by lifting the city's gate off their hinges and carried them up on top of a nearby hill. Like a 2,000-pound gate. You know, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What else is there? Oh,
Uh,
David took his men with him and went out and killed 200 Philistines and brought back their foreskins. They
Mhm.
counted out the full number to the king so that David might become the king's son-in-law. Then Saul gave him his daughter Michal in marriage. That's cool. So the guy traded his daughter for a pile of foreskins.
Does this look like one, or are they like the same thing?
Wait a minute. Is this an eyelid?
You snuck that in there to bump your numbers.
Yeah.
Why is there hair?
Henry, are you familiar with the passage from Ezekiel 23:20?
Uh,
I am,
is
but
that
why
the one
don't
from
you
Pulp
mind
Fiction?
I'll fill you. No, it's not the Pulp Fiction
Oh
quote.
shit! Okay, never mind then.
And I will strike down on thee with furious
Glorious
anger.
anger.
Wonderful.
There, I'll tell you what it is. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses.
That's
Do you
deep.
remember that in the Hanna-Barbera show?
That's some flowing horse-like cum in this lady. All over her face. Or something.
I appreciate how those shows continue today in modern day Mexico.
It's all
They
it's
charge
all
$5 to
a
watch.
passion play. No, we're just showing. It's a scene from the Bible. That's what we're doing. Please don't arrest us. Yeah, I think I remember watching some of these in the Sunday school, but that was Mormon Sunday school, so we left pretty early on the Mormon church. I think I was 6 when we left the church.
Oh, wow. I never even knew that your family was involved at all.
Yeah, we most of my childhood used to be playing with Mormon kids.
That explains so much.
What do you mean?
Matt, was I your original corruptor?
One of them, yeah.
Cool.
Actually, yeah, you probably were the first.
I take pride in that, actually.
Yeah. It was Mormon and then Christianity for a short period of time and then nothing. And then you came along and I was this innocent little kid. And you're like, here, kid, try a cigarette.
Yeah.
You ever heard jazz before? And I said, what is this? Ah! Try this jazz cigarette. It makes me want to move my body. We're doing anything not to talk about this show. How much time we have left, Henry? 20 minutes?
19 minutes exactly.
Oh, no, I wanted to get to the show much more.
It's like 20 minutes ago. Oh. Look, diversity.
In 2 Kings 23 through 24, the prophet Elisha sent bears to maul 42 small children who were laughing at him for being bald.
Uh-huh.
Well, what?
You don't know that story,
42.
Henry?
Those fucking kids had it coming, if you ask me.
42 of them. Also, could you imagine like the fucking circle of people mocking you?
Yeah. Would you want that to happen, Henry?
Just
Fuck
embarrass
no.
after children.
Punching on some kids.
Oh man.
Do you guys want to hear King Herod?
Oh, Lot. Who was the son of Moses? Is that right? Lot? I could be wrong. His daughters got him drunk to rape him.
Mm-hmm. I remember that one.
So that's alcohol abuse, rape, incest, all in one little cute little story.
You know what's not mentioned in the Bible? Abortion. Only when there's instructions on how to do it and when to do it. A lot of Christians don't seem to remember that for some reason. I don't know why. They tell you like when's a good time to do it and in what cases, but not that you shouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Well, Christianity is like it's ever changing and ever evolving. And you could always change it to fit, how you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine to do.
It's business about a new king. Good catch. Thank
Is
you.
Frank Welker, is he playing the monkey right there?
You, the monkey.
Yes.
There you have it. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Really?
Perfect Strangers, 1987 to 1990.
Yes, finally, it's Perfect Strangers time. I'm going to do my happy dance. I'm doing the happy dance. Do the happy dance.
We're not covering.
Put on the
wish it
Little
were.
Clowns of Happy Town. It was a Nickelodeon. I think I remember watching this in Nickelodeon.
Little Clowns of Happy Town, 1987, 2 episodes, Welker voices, Badump Bump,
But
and
Donk.
Badunk and Dunk and Rover the Elephant.
Bada bump. This is on YouTube. You could check it out. You can pull it up. They've got, I think, all the episodes.
Hey, you know who created the show?
Huh.
Motherfucking Chuck Lorre.
Francis Ford Coppola.
This is a Chuck Lorre show.
The Chuck Lorre show.
We've come across him once or twice
Yeah,
already.
I think once, yeah.
He
With
started popping up.
wasn't it the robot one? Little robots? Something like that. Because this is similar animation too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very like preschool shit. It feels even outdated at this time in the 80s,
Mhm.
Oh, this is nightmare fuel.
Yeah. You know what? Welker is actually doing something interesting here. I mean, not to say that he doesn't do interesting stuff.
Finally, something that's not bullshit.
No, that's not true. But I like what he's doing with Bada Bump here. Where
Which one's Bada Bump?
he's the littlest babyest clown that wears the balloon hat.
Okay.
balloon hat. He doesn't. There he is in the front there with the yellow balloon hat, all in the flowers. He doesn't speak. He just uses sounds to emote.
Really?
But they're not the usual Welker sounds. Like he works in cool things like whistles, like slide whistle sounds, and weird, like kind of circusy sounds. Like it's pretty cool, actually.
I'm gonna try to find some of it.
Yeah, see if you can find a bit of it. And Bada Bump has
Right there.
an elephant that Welker's also voicing.
Is that him?
No, he's
Okay.
not in this scene at all. Oh, however, if you see an animal, they're called clownimals in this show.
Uh-huh.
And I think Welker does like all the clownimals.
Okay.
Oh my, but this isn't. We have a gloom alert.
This is a bizarre show, dude.
Yeah, it's very old fashioned. Like I said, even at this time in like kind of the later mid 80s. It's also very like Smurfish, you know, where they use clown as just like a blanket word to cover a lot of different stuff, like Smurfy, you know.
Yeah.
I watched a bit of it, but
If you die before you wake. Can't sleep.
Oh,
Clown will
Jack.
eat me. Can't sleep.
Fuck.
Clown will eat me.
It's so good.
What the fuck is that?
There you have it.
Welker.
We have to figure out a plan. It's our
That's so weird.
Right?
That's it. Hey, come on.
So he just makes those little like trill sounds and such?
All kinds of
I think
different
that's
stuff.
how, I mean, I didn't watch too much of this.
What are you talking about?
There's 2 seasons of it, wasn't there?
There's Charlie Adler as well. You could hear Charlie pick him out pretty easily because he sounds just like Buster Bunny.
Who's Big Top?
That's Charlie Adler. He's the head. He's the lead protagonist of the Clowns.
There's this one. Danny
Oh
Cooksey.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He was
Charlie
in
Adler
Terminator
is-
2.
Yeah, Charlie Adler is Cranky. Yeah, you're right. Big Top is Danny Cooksey.
Salute Your Shorts on Nickelodeon. You ever
Before
watch
I
that?
ever saw- Before I ever saw Terminator 2, I was watching Salute Your Shorts.
With Ugg.
Yeah,
Donkey Lips.
You know that guy's past? The guy that played Ugg? He died
Oh.
like 5 years ago or something like that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's a bummer. That show's on Paramount Plus if you have it, and it's
Salute Your Shorts on Paramount? No shit.
still fantastic.
Do they have the original music and all that?
Yeah. Mhm.
I know there was some sort of hang up about that.
And Salute Your Shorts?
Yeah, I think.
Maybe you're thinking of fucking Wonder Years.
I don't know. Everything's a blur these days.
I didn't remember this show at all. However, I was reading the wiki entry for this, and it talked about how they use these characters for interstitials and bumpers for like years. Years
Oh,
past
really?
the show was even on TV. They were still using the characters for like bumpers and PSAs and stuff like that. And once I saw some of those bumpers, which you could find on YouTube, you could find the whole collection of. They had a name even. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Once I saw those, I was like, "Oh yeah, I think that's kind of how I remember these characters." Is I definitely saw some of those like
Bumper, you're too small to help.
bumpers
We don't
or
want you to get trampled by the
things like
animals. We'll come and get you when we're ready.
It
It
Okay?
sounds like they got some sort of effect on his voice.
Yeah.
they might be using just
Like
only his voice.
like a synthesizer or something.
That could be true.
We're going to the pet parade. No, you're not going.
Let's see. Well, this was a Marvel Productions, by the way. This is Marvel
wow.
Marvel Comics property here.
I'm
And
surprised
so-
they haven't raped the IP and made it into a shitty movie.
Well, the show was built basically by this company called Q5 Corporation.
Take that, Marvel.
Q5 Corporation was this group of like psychology and advertising PhD holders that were consultants on some of these cartoons to try to
MK
get
Ultra.
MK Ultra?
kind of for children's cartoons in the 80s.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know, the cartoons would hire these people to come in and be like, you know, how do we make this for kids and how do we get morals across and yada
Make them
yada.
into better capitalists.
Yeah, Marvel even had already used Q5 to develop Defenders of the Earth, and ABC brought them in for the whole 87 to 88 season to improve its kid appeal on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, because that was the one with like the Phantom and Zatara and it's Mandrake the Magician, the
Defenders of
Phantom.
the Earth. Yeah, that's right.
Flash Gordon.
Mhm.
So yeah, like they would need professionals to tell them like, hey, this is how you make these characters from the fucking 40s and 50s more appealing to somebody in the late 80s.
A former story editor for this show in '87 spoke with the Los Angeles Times regarding Q5 consultants, and he says they aren't merely researching trends; they're trying to engage in social engineering. There's
That's
absolutely no passion with these people. There is no sense of honor, of anger, of deep emotion, of love. They're blandizers. They try to hammer out all of the high and low points of being a human being. I can see we're not doing Dostoevsky on Saturday morning, but there has to be some leeway to create characters who are free to express themselves. This was a story editor from Little Clowns. So they were really kneecapped, I guess, by this Q5 consulting team.
But it hasn't gone away. All it has is multiplied and gotten different names for the kind of consulting, because these sort of committees are still around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think I saw them pop up actually a couple of our episodes ago in like something. Like they were showing up in like, what was it? Maybe they were the ones. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Oh boy. So
yeah,
this was also around the time that this show was airing. The ABC introduced the people meter. You guys ever hear of this, or do you remember this, or did you know anyone that had this in their home?
No, is that like a Nelson's box?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And so, if you chose to have a people meter in your home, you would kind of log into this people meter box when you decided to turn on the TV and watch it. So, like every member of the household had like kind of
profile.
Basically
Sign into a profile.
Age,
that's interesting,
and stuff like that. So, like when little Sally would go to turn on cartoons, she would hit her button or whatever, and so the networks would know who was watching and when they were watching it.
It was called a people meter.
People meter.
It was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people meter. Sorry, I had to do it.
You have to, absolutely.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this show is making me insane.
we didn't really get syndication of this show. It actually hit in like the UK and Europe on VHS, but I don't think
Of
we were
course
really
it did.
Oh, in 2014.
Oh, it's a show about a clown.
But I'm being so off. It's rocker.
It's all these clowns going around and they're having fun.
Matt, Matt, if you look up on YouTube, joking around with the little clowns. Those are the segments that were ABC aired a series of short segments called Joking Around with the Little Clowns, which ran during the commercial breaks of their other Saturday morning programming and featured one of the clowns telling another a joke.
Waiter, what do you call this? It's bean soup, sir. I don't care what it's bean. What is it now?
Wow.
There you have it.
Nice.
Wow.
Bean soup.
Anyway.
Let's do another.
Yeah.
I swear I remember that.
Will you remember me tomorrow?
Intro.
Of course I will.
And coming in through the credits.
Sure. Knock, knock. Who's there? See, you forgot me already.
The door panel disappeared and then it reappeared. Did you see that?
Yes.
Crazy.
Okay,
It's all fitting together.
it's all coming together now.
Little clowns can't melt steel beams.
The LA Times writer Charles Solomon said that younger kids should skip it by staying in bed.
Man, these people fucking hated this show.
It's pretty bad. I mean,
The show and everybody who worked on it.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I don't know what else to say about it. Honestly.
Red Wolf.
It had a cool cast, like you said, Cooksey and Charlie Adler, Sue Blue does Hiccup, Pat Fraley, who's Krang and stuff.
Yeah.
Does Awful Be Bad.
Ron Palillo.
Brucey Taylor's in it,
Leo.
Marshall. Like, it's pretty stacked, but that was not enough to make this show good. It's not good.
Yeah. One season, 2 years, 18 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I am not one of those people that finds clowns creepy exactly. I don't really know exactly where that comes from. I guess it's subversion, like it subverts your expectations.
I understand that they can be sort of creepy, but I don't have an outright fear of them.
I can't fucking stand clown.
I think clown work is actually pretty good. I mean, if I look at it as mime work or something like that, it's pretty impressive.
Damn, we just missed your birthday too, Henry. I would have sent a clown to your house.
Oh shit!
Clownogram.
It's fucking Uncle Buck when that clown.
Yeah.
Are you
drunk?
He punches him and he fucking springs back up. Here's a quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
He's trying to talk to her. His melanoma.
Anyway, moving
I'm
on.
Uncle Melanoma.
Moving on. Let's see if we can bust through Popeye real quick, guys.
Fuck that. How much time we have left?
Got a minute.
If we can do it, huh?
Do it. Popeye and Son.
1987, Popeye and Son. Welker voices Shelly's father.
No, wait, Shelly. Oh, yeah, okay. So, Matt, if you want to jump on YouTube and find the episode called Something Down Under, what is it? Let me see. He's credited with one episode, and I definitely watched that one. I watched a couple others, and I didn't pick them out. Sometimes IMDb will credit one episode, but we'll, of course, hear him in other stuff. That was not the case with this show, by the way. I really only heard him in this one, and the voice he's doing is Frank Welker, by the way.
Okay.
If you skip kind of to the end, he shows up at the end more. Wait, what's that part you know how YouTube shows you the most replayed moments? What's that part right there that people seem to be replaying? By the way.
Is that what that is?
It's this right here.
Let us proceed in an orderly fashion.
That's probably Welker, wouldn't you say?
Probably.
Cool! They look like Principal Noodle Son!
That voice right there, the kid with the brown tall hair that you just heard,
Yeah.
that's Nancy Cartwright.
Where's she going?
Oh.
I don't know.
It's Bart Simpson.
Let's find out.
And you can absolutely tell if you just, once you know and you listen, you're like, oh yeah, it sure is. She's doing kind of like the voice like Bart Simpson, but more like,
Millhouse.
no, it's like, she doesn't do Millhouse. It's more like whenever there's a bully, it's a little closer to Nelson. It's close to like, you know, the episode Lemon of Troy, when there's the doppelganger Bart in Shelbyville.
The
Kinda sounds
doppelganger
like-
show.
She kind of sounds like she's doing that voice. Or, you know, in the episode, I think it's called Marge Be Not Proud, the Christmas episode. Bart. Fuck.
Where's it? Oh, there it is.
Shit.
Yeah, I had it on mute.
Shit.
We almost did it.
We might have to, I think we have to, you know what, guys?
It's going to continue into
Don't
99.
say it. Don't say it.
We're going to open up hour 99 with Popeye and Son.
Fuck you, dude.
You know what, guys?
Fuck you, dude.
What's going to happen? There's a little bit more that needs to be said about this show.
Then Transformers.
Then
Fucking- God damn it. Maybe we should spend some more time on Popeye and Son.
Yeah, man, I thought so.
You guys didn't know they got rid of the Transformers credit? It goes right to Bionic 6.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So we didn't have to do it next week.
He can't be lying.
We should just do it anyway.
I
Live
would lie to you
broadcast.
guys.
Every Sunday.
No, guys. We're going to get back into Popeye and Son. There's a little bit more about that show, and also it'll give everyone another week to watch a couple episodes.
The giant forearm spinach eating son of a bitch.
Eating motherfucker.
That's one thing I wanted to bring up is like, why the forearms? Like, why did that ever happen in the first place? Where did that come from? Like, were cartoons drawn? We can't save it for that hour 99.
Gotta save it for next
Yeah.
for hour
Gotta save it.
99.
That's it.
99. And we'll get into some of these really deep thought questions.
Oh man.
and
Weed.
we'll be making our way towards something we haven't talked about for a long time, the Transformers.
I fucking hate you guys. Fucking hate both of you.
But this is kind of exciting, though, because this is like we're actually at Transformers, the show. You know what I
We've
mean?
been at the show several
No, we haven't, man.
several times. I
Wow,
knocked the
man.
microphone over.
Wow.
He got so mad. He
Through that.
through his desk.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck them Transformers.
No, this is
Fuck you, Optimus Prime.
93 fucking episodes of the Transformers, 84 to 87.
More than meets the eye, my ass.
So that'll be fun. And then we got some other fun stuff. Bionic 6 is coming up, which like I'm kind of excited for that because I've heard of that a lot, but I've definitely never watched it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. And then the Jetsons to meet the Flintstones, like I said before.
And
I'm
then
very
soon,
fascinated to revisit that shit.
and then soon, hour 100.
Hour 100.
Our
That's-
10-year anniversary. It's been a wild 10 years with you guys.
Feels like it. Yeah, and we have something pretty special planned for hour 100. I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
Just want to say, Frank Welker's going to make an appearance.
About that later. Matt!
Sorry.
All right, cat's out of the bag, and the cat is voiced by Frank Welker. All right, guys. Good, successful hour 98. Frank Welker Wonder Hour. We will be back because we don't go away. We're
Send
like
us money.
herpes.
Send us
They
money,
gifted you
please.
something.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know what? We do have a buy me a coffee account, you know?
Yeah.
That's on the Instagram. If you want to go hit that up and like sling us $1 or two, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I wanted to change the name to Buy Me a Dime Bag. It's just more apt.
I'm sure that website's out there too.
Oh, that would be great. I'm actually gonna go look for that. You know, if it's not, copyright right now. We're copywriting that.
That's right.
It's our idea. You can't have
I'm
it.
sure there won't be legal problems around that.
All right. Frank Walker Wonder Hour out. Until next time, 99. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll be back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Henry, you were supposed to hit that higher note like the Three Stooges.
Goodbye.